The Eg4 dual zone mini split or multi-zone mini split has showed up, 24K. Gonna start unboxing and gonna start installing. These blocks are what I'm gonna use to mount the unit on. They weigh about at least 75 pounds a piece, but now that we filled them in with concrete, we're gonna set the unit on them this way, and we'll just put some anchors in there, and it should work. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, 290. We got electrons. Things we do for adequate air conditioning. Now where this rivet is about 18 inches. This trench has to be 18 inches for the beat code. Well, we got the conduit in. Schedule 80 PVC 3/4 inch, so it should pull nice. We've got our new wires attached to the fish tape here. My wife's gonna put soap on these wires as I pull them in. I stripped them back and wrapped them around the fish tape so that we guarantee they don't pull off. But this should go in like butter. Line set's prepared. I'll start working on prepping the head. We had to move the drain line. So the drain line, there's this plug that would have been in the other side. You gotta pull the plug out. Put the plug in over here. Switch the drain line over there, and then use your camera to see in there that you got the clip clipped. I got the clip locked in. Line should be bent about here, about even with the hole for that. Cord strung in. We put a little bit of tape on here to help, but there's really no way to get a connector in there that doesn't come with a connector. That should be all right. Alright, so what I've done is drilled a 3-inch hole, 3.5-inch hole in there, and I've got a piece of 3-inch PVC pipe in there for kind of an insulation and also a barrier. We made the hole down here for the second unit. It's kind of what it's going to look like. The 18K unit, it's a lot easier. You can get, I got a Romex connector in here. You can take these two screws out. You can slide this little bracket up, put your Romex connector on it, hook your wires up on the other side. We haven't hooked them up yet, but same thing as the top one. The second line sets out. Went a lot better than the first one. We didn't have to deal with any upstairs. We had to deal with behind the sheetrock. There was some stucco, not stucco, but different type of sheetrock. Not the sheetrock, the plaster. When you put these lines on, you're supposed to torque them down to at least 25 Newton meters. That's as high as this wrench goes. It's between 25 and 30 Newton meters. It got it set for 25. And then we just put these on and we put the clips in. And then we check for, I'll use my gas analyzer to to see if there's any gas leaking. All right, this is just the Harbor Freight Freon leak detector. It works on lots of different Freons. It's more sensitive than bubbles. You know, if you'd use the bubbles, it'll pick up even smaller leak than the bubble. It's not seeing nothing. So we're halfway there. Yeah, we're gonna start torquing these line sets on. There. Scary.
I think it was maybe the #1 unit fucking.
So when I installed this unit,
more pressure.
I used the online PDF. This page is not in the online PDF, and like I read it through like 5 times before I got the unit. So it does say here, 18K or 24K head indoor unit can only be connected to port A. If you have 2 18K heads, you can hook up one to A and B. And right now we have the 18K on the B, and that was just, we did that just because the line set on A was kind of determining where the unit was going to sit. Also, it says in this manual, it says it's easier to hook up line B first just because it's easier to access the fittings, and then put A and C on. It's easier to wrench the lines on. This is brass. Who put this so close together?
Yeah, you should have started on the bottom.
No.
Huh?
I don't want to do it, don't I?
No, I meant should have done the
Oh yeah.
B first, and then you would have had more room for the wrench.
Yeah. I can't imagine getting any tighter than that. Now the low pressure side of the 18K unit, I had to switch out this fitting here. It came with a kit. Here you can see the instructions. We're cracking the valves open. And we just back seat it, just like that. She's fully wired. I'm gonna fire her up. Solar voltage. Voltage is good right now. We'll start doing some tests on the heads. So, unit's been running for 3 days. Yeah, it's been very comfortable in the room, in the house. Both units running. So So far this is how much energy we saved through panels. Actually, there's 1 day missing from there, so these numbers are actually better than what this is showing. So this is my day so far. Green means I'm on solar. We're not drawing very much because the whole house is pulled down to like 65 degrees upstairs and downstairs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off both heads and I'm going to let them sit for a few minutes, and then I'm going to fire them up on heat, and we're going to see how much I'm going to get. It's kind of a cloudy day. I want to see how much, if I can get this up to 2,000 watts. I'm just checking to see how hot it is. It doesn't seem to be throttling up as much as a person would think. Well, I guess now it's starting to. So we're about, it's like 96, 98 degrees. Let's see what we're drawing. Both units are on. The head upstairs and the head down here are on. It's only drawing 900 watts right now. Right, here's the 12K unit. Yeah, about the same speed. Same, this upstairs bedroom. Same heat. Oh, must see a little bit of shade on the panels. Now we're drawing a little bit from the AC and the panel. Well, actually, we're throttled up pretty good. Right now, we're at probably 12, close to 1,300 watts. So there's a little bit of shade on the panels. The panels only give it about 900 watts right now. Yeah, it's pretty cloudy right now. Well, I got the clouds kind of went away. It got close to 1,800 watts. It's pretty much running at its max power right now with this temperature. But I'll tell you one thing, it's heated the whole house up in like 20 minutes by like 10 degrees. Well, it's working pretty good. I'm going to shut her down and put her back to cooling mode. It's drawing about 900 watts from the solar panels. Let's see, about 47 degrees coming out of there. Got her on turbo mode too. It's moving a tremendous amount of air. And it's already cooled the room down a bunch. Yeah, it was at like 75. It's only been running for about 10 minutes. It's down to 68 already. This thing works pretty good. Much of the wiring on here was getting late and dark. There's not much to see inside though. If you go inside here, you'd have zone A, B, and C, and you have 3 wires in each one, and then you'd have a ground. Your line voltage would be up at the top. There's not much to see. It's pretty straightforward. Don't mix these wires around. Obviously, don't put zone B on zone A and zone B, and then the solar part is just standard the way the connectors are. You know, not big deal. One thing I think I'm going to do though with these blocks is I'm going to put treated 2x4 across. I'm going to frame it in, and I'm going to pour more concrete. I'm just kind of conscious that if a big windstorm came that it could tip the unit. That's why I got the straps on there now with 2 dog leashes. But I'm just gonna run a 2x4 across this way and that way, and I'll pour some concrete in the center, and then it ain't going anywhere. I just don't want it to tip over. It's a big investment. But yeah, so far I'm really happy with the Eg4. I know a couple more days, right now it's 80 degrees. A couple more days it's gonna be almost in the 95 degrees. I'll give you guys a little bit of an update on it, how it goes with the 95 degree.